Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the Alex Jones Show. Last segment of this first hour. Alex Jones is going to be rejoining us shortly. He is on a mission in Arizona right now.
My friends, Alex Jones here on the road. I am in Phoenix, Arizona, and I have been contacted by the highest levels of the White House this morning, and I'm riding along with folks from the State Department right here in the car. And when I tell you that, I just want you to know that we're giving you, as always, the inside scoop on what's happening. That's why we were able to predict with exact precision what was coming down. We have seen an orchestrated, communist Chinese funded, DNC-directed attempted coup against the country. Even if Biden had actually won this election and hadn't done it through verified mountains of fraud and law-breaking by the governors of Pennsylvania and other states, and even if the machines hadn't been run by George Soros and the Carlyle Group in Georgia and in Arizona, and we have all the proof of that coming up, even if he'd have won this election fair and square, you can't be a communist Chinese agent with recordings of Hunter Biden saying, I take my orders from the head of Chinese intelligence. This is the end of the country. I've been there when grandparents died in front of me. I've been there when I see people run over and killed. I've been there with 3 guys who are breaking my bones, and I felt wonderful compared to this. And I'm serious. There is nothing in my life this horrible. Okay? This must be what it's like to watch your kid die or something, because this is a 240-something-year-old great country, and it's being stolen from us by a bunch of absolutely demonic filth. And then I see these laughing, gibbering leftists on the streets flipping me off and stuff, saying, Trump's losing, we're winning, when these idiots are having their whole birthright and everything destroyed and taken away from them, and the millions of Americans that have fought and died for this country, and all of their chivalry is being flushed down a giant stinking toilet. And I'm also sick because I love my children and I love this country, but I'm not sure the American people are recoverable. We've already killed 62 million babies. We already do all these horrible things. We have an outside overthrow of our government, our overthrow of our local police. All of this is unfolding. Classical evil is taking place right now, and we need to see a giant rejection of this. When Pelosi says that Trump is an internal enemy, that is a total projection. Trump is a great patriot. He saw the steal coming. He laid it out perfectly. But even his own party pulled back from him because they're all hedging your bets. You don't hedge your bets in an existential existence war with a communist country that owns your debt and owns Hollywood and has about a third of the population literally worshiping them. I know Democrats. We have crew members at the office who have sisters that literally worship Xi Jinping. They've never been to China. They're not communist Chinese. They just think Xi Jinping is the good guy. And so we're going to stay here a few minutes and we're going to go out. So I'm here. I'm about to be at the counting center, and I'm going to Skype in with video from there. The problem is we're going to get so mobbed it may be hard to actually do it out there. I know Owen's got some clips of last night that were pretty powerful. And, when I came down here and I said the things I said last night, I absolutely meant it. We are under attack. We are being taken over. This is 21st century asymmetrical warfare. And a lot of people I've talked to go, well, at least if the Democrats get in, maybe they'll leave us alone and let us live again. No, they're not giving you your football and your Miller beer and your pizza and your hot dogs, folks. They're going to continue the lockdown. They're going to bankrupt the country. They're going to suck it dry. This has been a long-term agenda to deindustrialize us and ship our jobs overseas. This has been a process of conquering us culturally, spiritually, and this is it, okay? This is an absolute program. So if we don't defeat this now, it's only going to get worse. And so I don't want to die. I don't want to get in the fight. I don't want to have to lead stuff. I'm just telling you, I'm physically sick right now because everybody's got to have the discussion about what we're going to do. Are you going to leave the country because there's nowhere to run? Are you going to roll over? Are you going to join the Chi-Coms and the soulless globalists? Because when everybody sells out, everybody loses. All these idiots think they're about to get a free ride and free houses and free cars and free healthcare and free education and a guaranteed monthly income. Yeah, you'll have money like Venezuela, but they won't buy you anything. This is a tried and true formula. Yes, why do they run a communist formula when they're actually billionaire bankers? because it works on the spoiled countries that have been wealthy. Because enough of the public becomes lazy, they don't want to work, they don't have any dreams, and they just want to think, oh, I can have the yacht, I can have the private jet, I can have all that if I just vote in communist. No, it's capitalism and freedom that produces the bass boat and your 4-bedroom house and the pool in the backyard and the vacations, working your normal job. You don't get that in a communist country. You get slavery. They want you poor. They want you stupid. They hate you. It's their ideology. And to watch people really cut their own nose off despite their face and to have this invincible ignorance is disgusting. But here's what I'm going to tell you right now, just as sure as the sun came up this morning. President Trump is going to fight this in the courts. He's 100% right. They violated the law in Georgia. They violated the law in Nevada. They violated the law in Arizona. They violated the law in Pennsylvania. They violated it all, and they did it right in front of everybody. That's what Pelosi said last week. She said it doesn't matter what happens with this thing coming up, the election. It doesn't matter this thing. He will be installed. He will be put in. I played that clip probably 20 times, and because these are criminals, they want to brag to all their people that they're competent and that they're going to win, so that they'll roll in Michigan, where they violate the laws even more than Pennsylvania, with what looks like. I know the look and the cut of them. Looks like Chinese intelligence operatives. They got that look. It's not an arrogant look. It's a look of somebody better do this or they're dead. Bringing those damn ballot boxes in at 4 a.m. And we've got Chinese freaking communists crawling all over us, man. It's like you got fleas all over you. And it's just so pathetic that America thought it was invincible. And so this is now happening to us. And I'm not a Machiavellian person, but I can look into the Machiavellian mindset as good as anybody that is Machiavellian. And I can tell you, the globalists have sowed the seeds of their destruction. They're never going to get away with this, but it's going to cause giant wars, huge revolutions, and at the end of it, Bill Gates and Bezos and all these megalomaniacs are going to end up paying for it. And that's the victory here, is identifying those guys and who the real kingpins are over the Communist Party China. And that's really multinational corporations, James Baker III, and down in Houston, he holds the keys to the Bushes and to Kissinger that actually set up China and opened it up. And again, they've all written books about this. They've written New York Times articles. That's what's frustrating is we know all this. This is not my opinion. Okay? Bill Gates' new vaccine is a nanotech recombinant DNA reprogramming system that makes you a GMO creature that reprograms your cells. I'm outside doing a video on it, and some yuppie walks by laughing at me, saying I'm crazy. And then 2 minutes later, a bus drives by saying nanotech will cure your cancer. Take the nanotech vaccine. And the Prime Minister of England says soon we'll all be injected with nanotech. I mean, this is a cult, people. It's the year 2020. It's a science fiction movie. It's a nightmare. It's a dystopia. It's real. And I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to tell you, submission to this is death. They think you're weak. They think you're soft. They've pushed out the warriors and the defender class in America. They brought in ruthless corporations that absolutely hate your ass. And so you better get that through your heads, and you better understand that you don't have any future if you do not realize how much trouble you're in. I know I sounded dystopic all these years. I know I sounded crazy, but I knew it was all going to unfold because these people have done every damn thing they say they're going to do.